Happy June, everybody. Hope you're having a great summer so far. Wanted to give you an update on the garden and some of the containers that we're growing. So come on along and I'll tell you a little bit about what's going on. Up on the deck, we're doing some containers. So you can see some tomatoes coming up in the square pot. Don't know how they'll do, but put some beans into the round pot here. Some more tomatoes into the rectangular pot. Put some peppers in here. Peppers haven't seemed to grow at all. Had the same problem in the garden, as you'll see in a sec. And some more tomatoes here in the large circular, and oval pot. So that is what's going on the deck. Things are starting to pop out. These got planted about a week after the original garden got put in. And you can check the other videos out in regards to that. Down in the main garden then, we've got tomato plants. This tomato plant here is compliments of Jim and Diane next door. And you can see some of the tomatoes from seed popping up, along with some weeds as well. These tomato plants here, my sister grew those up, so those are looking good now. They were kind of slow out of the chute, but they're growing now. And here's a couple more from my sister as well, and those are looking good. Cucumbers are all looking good, and saw a real interesting video the other day on cucumbers and actually how you should prune them so that you can help drive more growth into that, and I'll try to speak more to that another time. The pepper plants, I'm not real sure if we're getting much of anything here, so I may try throwing those back in again. This might actually be a pepper plant here that's coming through and fighting with the grass, but I don't know what that is, and this is definitely grass here. So not quite sure what's going on with the peppers. Here's another one. It's probably a pepper plant that's coming out. Green onions are green onions, so not much to say. This guy here, we had tomatoes in this area last year. This almost looks like a tomato plant. So I'm just going to let this go, and if we happen to get a tomato plant, great. Swiss chard, getting big and leafy already. So we got a bunch of that out there, and going to give that a try here in time. Looks like that'll be something good. And the end of this row then, we have beets, and those are all looking real good. Coming up here, got some ones that are a little bit smaller. They're coming up as well. They're all planted at the same time, so not sure why some of them are a little smaller than the others, but looks like they're doing good so far. Turning around, this is where I was doing lettuce, and after I thought about it some more, I said, you know what would I enjoy more? Some lettuce or a whole bunch of zucchini and squash, and I started putting zucchini and squash plants in here. So this was a transplant from the neighbor. Just put this in a couple days ago. It's looking a little droopy right now, so we'll see how that goes here. But this squash plant here, looking real good. It was just 2 leaves yesterday, so this is all grew today. This third leaf that's coming out here, and you can see another little bundle of growth coming out there. Here's its counterpart, doing almost a mirror growth. Again, this leaf is brand new today. This one here, this plant here, was given to me by Geneva, another one of our neighbors a few doors down. So we pop that in there. Another one coming up from seed. You can see the lettuce here that's popping up, and again we got the squash coming up on their own. And here then we got some zucchini. You can see zucchini coming up from seed there, and this is a zucchini plant which I think also came from my neighbor Geneva there. I believe she brought that in just a few days ago, so we transplanted that in, and that's looking good. Ground's getting a little cracked. I just watered it last night, so we got to get some mulch down on that to help out with keeping that good. Here we can see a firefly hiding on the back of the lettuce. Let's leave him alone. So he's not eating too much anyway. Pole beans looking good. Just about up to our first part of the trellis system there. Definitely things hitting the leaves. You can see the leaves are getting touched on, but these things grow pretty hardy, so gonna let them go. The trellis this year, if you remember last year, did a continuous mesh all the way from here, and then had gone all the way up about 8 feet. And it was a real pain to get that out. I mentioned that in the last video. So what I did this year was just cut out a strip of the fence, put that in every 1.5 feet. So I'm going to see if the plant is able to make it from 1.5 feet and then up to 3 feet here, and then 4. And if it keeps going higher and higher, I'll keep strapping on more of these things as it goes. So that's why I did all the way down for the squash and the zucchini, as well as the pole beans. So the pole beans are all looking real good. The peas, they were real slow to start. They seem to be popping out now. I only got a few of the plants here, so I may pop a couple more in just in case. More maple trees. But what we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plants there, so we'll let those go. And then the bush beans have been real interesting too. Those didn't come up first time around, so I planted them again, and I think these actually came up on their own, but this whole section here was all the yellow bush beans, and they didn't come up, so I went in, replanted them. So you can see a few of them now have started popping out. And then we got a few others here that jumped out a little bit earlier. The only thing I can think in this area, you can see that there's actually a little more clay in the soil. So I don't know if that's affecting how these guys are coming up or what. So anyway, that's how the garden's shaping up right now. And so far things are looking good. I'm happy to see the blossoms coming out on the tomato plants already. That's great to see. Hopefully that's a sign of a much better growing year than what we had last year. Last year was a real disappointment, and these are the cherry tomatoes here. So I'm hoping this year is a much better year, kind of like the first year. And that's it. And last but not least, we'll show you the compost here. I've been putting a lot of stuff into the compost over the last months, and you can see here right now, along with the pitchfork, I actually turned it over once, but I go to Starbucks once a week, and I get anywhere from probably 20 to 60 pounds of coffee grounds, and we go and we mix that in. Then let's see if I can do this one-handed real quick. But you can just see the heat pouring out from the composted material in the middle. I don't know if that showed up on the video or not, but if you look here, you can actually see it almost looks like it's charred. So this is this is really warm stuff. So the compost is doing a great job. Neighbors all just keep throwing things in there, so all the rinds and stuff like that, we just keep breaking it down, and haven't been able to keep the cylinder full. So that's great stuff. So that is it for the month, and be looking forward to seeing some of the other gardens I'm following. And if you have any other questions or comments, please feel free to share those in. Have a great June, and we'll see you all again in July.